What's poppin', Austin? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin', Austin?
What's up, guys? It's Brandon, and I'm here with Allison.
What's up?
This is What's Poppin' Austin.
We should start with that.
Yeah,
What's poppin', Austin?
Yeah, what's poppin', Austin? I feel like I say it very white like that. Not normally how I would talk, but you know. Anyway, I'm Brandon. This is Allison. This is the very first episode of What's Poppin' Austin, which is everything fun about Austin. Really, it's in a short, simple, concise matter. We're talking about, what do we talk about? All the cool shit in Austin.
Things that are going on, you know, if you don't want to sit down and look up, read stuff, you know, you can listen to this podcast if you want to know what's going on in Austin, concerts, music, food, family activities, comedy, all the different things. Just trying to keep you guys informed on what you can get up to in town.
Yeah, that's right. The reason we did this actually was, and let's go in the story real quick, is that I was trying to find a podcast to actually promote our stuff. I am the CEO and run Big Laugh Comedy. Represent. I'm the boss man. And we got the boss bitch over here.
He's so proud of his merch.
I am. We only have like 4 pieces of merch, but whatever. So I was looking for a place to advertise and was looking for podcasts that specifically talked about Austin. And there's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And by the way, we're going to swear on this. At least I am. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I'm going to swear on this podcast.
Okay, cool. Now I know.
And by the way, we're here at MSW Lounge.
Over in Westlake Hills.
Yes.
Vitamin IV Clinic.
That's right. Allison is, she runs the social over here.
Yeah, marketing stuff.
Yeah, all the good stuff. And so anyway, this show is all about Austin, and we're going to bring a lot of fun things. This is going to be fun, entertaining. We'll have some guests come on here too eventually when we get things going. And today we got some fun shit, but we thought we'd start off with actually some fun facts so you guys could get to know us a little bit better. So we have some fun facts. Well, at least Allison has some fun facts. I have some not so fun facts, but I'm going to let you take it and go first on this. All right.
Well, maybe this one's...
I like how you have to look at the notes.
I know. I was like, I'm so fun. I need to remember what 3 things I wrote. No, I did grow up in Round Rock, so I'm almost an Austin native.
Yes.
I like to say I'm mostly Austin, a little bit of Texas, which is like I eat organic, but it's because I shoot the stuff that I eat. So there's one.
That's my favorite part about you. Allison is like, you will check her out on her Instagram or anywhere, and she's all about vitamins and health, and the next thing you know, she's holding a pig that she just killed, and you're like, what the fuck is going on with this lady?
It's healthy, you know? It's grass-fed, wild caught, perhaps. Some could say. I don't know. I'm proud. Texan and proud. Vegans don't at me.
Yes.
You're anemic anyway.
You bring your gun with too? Like bang bang?
You know what? Tangent for a second. My roommate found like a bullet outside of our house the other day, and she sent it to me, and I was like, send me a video and show me the different parts. And I was like, oh, I identified it right away. I was like, no one shot it. It's cool. Probably someone just dropped a bullet. And she was like, that's not the problem.
Was choked right there.
Okay.
Well, I saw you last night, so let's do a selfless plug real quick, too. I saw you last night at a comedy show.
Yeah.
You are a comedian, and you were telling your joke about women and how they protect themselves. And I love how you get the audience reaction. You were asking, who's a mace? And most people were clapping. And you're like, who's a taser? And you're like, oh, that's one bitch right there.
Yeah.
And then you're like, who carries guns? Bang, bang, bang.
I love that joke so much, but also a lady literally tried to pull her gun out at a show.
Shit.
So it's like, we gotta figure out how to not have people shooting their guns downtown.
Welcome to Texas, baby.
Welcome to Texas. Oh, God.
Austin, Texas, of all places, too. Like granola and guns.
Granola.
That should be a name of a coffee shop.
Is that the tagline of the podcast?
Yes, granola and guns.
Which guns, though?
Flexing. I'm going to keep mine tucked away.
Yeah, right? You're just like, sorry, I don't want to scare anyone. All right, we'll get through my other ones really quick. I've always been told to pick a lane, and I'm terrible at that. is shown by everything that I do. I don't know what my job is.
Who tells you to pick a lane, man?
It was just, mostly, honestly. No, I mean, it was definitely like a problem in growing up in school. Like, I was like a volleyball player and then a theater kid and then like all that shit. And then like when I went to college, I was like, I'm going to get a science and an art degree. And the advisor was like, no, you're not. And then I did it. And, you know, and now I do it in life too. Like people are always like, oh, you do whatever you want as a kid and then narrow it down. And I'm just still a kid. So
still doing whatever you want.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's awesome. I think that's why I like you, because I'm the same way. The shiny ball syndrome.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh, ball.
Yeah. Squirrel. Yeah. I call it squirreling. Yeah. And then really last cool thing I wanted to say is I do also like to travel a lot.
Yes,
the guy who co-owns this facility, actually, Baldo, he is one of my best friends. He's like, I know the name.
Baldo?
Baldo Mero.
Where's Baldo now?
He just walked by.
Why does he not have a blog or an Instagram of him traveling? Yeah, where's Baldo?
He should, actually. I need to tell him to start that hashtag. But because it's funny, because we do our New Year's trip together every year. We pick a place that neither one of us has ever been to, pick a new country, and then we go there for New Year's, and we don't plan anything other than buying the plane tickets and renting the car.
Where are you guys going this year?
We're doing Colombia this year,
Ooh,
so...
Coming back with some cocaine then,
huh?
Yeah!
The good stuff. Cocaine and coffee.
And guns.
And guns. I'm like, cocaine, coffee, and cocked guns. Yeah. Where's the other C? That's what I was looking for.
Triple C, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Colombia, where'd you guys go last year?
We did South Africa last year,
that's
which
right.
was so dumb. We literally missed we were there for 2 weeks, and I think there was like a month where they allowed like vacation travel. It opened up like a week before we left, and then it closed back down because the new variant hit, and so everyone was like, "Don't bring the variant back," and
you did,
and we didn't. We didn't. Maybe we
Don't
did.
lie. Yes,
Maybe
you did.
did.
That's where Delta came from. Thank you, Allison.
We flew United. Thank you.
That was so stupid, but good. So good, though.
But yeah, no, it was hilarious because when we were over there, they were even threatening to shut down like each territory. Like they were like no travel between territories, and we were road tripping, so we were like, oh no.
Shit.
And we had every single person that we met was like, they let you in, and all we had to say was, yeah, we're from Texas, and they would just buy it for some reason. They thought that was justification. It was pretty fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
All right, so let's switch over. I'm going to do my 3 not so fun facts. My first one, I'm a family man. If you can tell, I'm very responsible.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids and 4 pets, so we have like a small farm at our house.
Yep.
It's a lot of, I always trip over something or someone, or I call my kids Cupcake and Domino sometimes, because that's the name of our dogs.
Oh.
So I just don't know.
You're mixing up the pets and the kids'
exactly.
names.
I think I get that from my dad. My dad has 5 kids. There's 5 of us, and 3 out of the 4 boys are B names. So it's Brian, Brandon, and Blake. So I used to always be one of the 3, or then he would just default and be like, "You little shit, over here."
My mom does the same thing to my dad and my brother, or the boy dog name. Like, she'll literally be yelling at my brother, and she'll be like, "Steve, Gage, TJ, sorry, whatever, just get over here."
Who's
like,
TJ the dog?
TJ's the son.
I'm joking.
I'm like, why did Gage come to you first, Mom? Like, what's going on?
I figured that was your brother's name just because you guys are gun-toting family, so.
That would make sense to name our kids Gage. I wish my brother was named Gage and I was Remy or something. Like, that'd be a cute girl name, Remy for Remington.
Yeah, my sister-in-law's name's Remy, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't after the gun, but you know.
You know? You can say that.
Yes. And I'm happily married too, just so you girls know. Or guys. I grew up in Chicago, so I'm not a native Texan. I've been here for 6 years, and boy, it's getting some time to get used to it. Like,
You wrote, so I have no patience.
Yes, I did write that.
I'm from Chicago, so I have no patience. And that's the getting used to it part. man feels like he has been waiting for 6 years.
I have been. I've been waiting forever for all of this. I remember, quick story, so I remember when we first moved here, 2 weeks into it, I go into H-E-B to get food, and I'm sitting in the self-checkout line, and I'm like sitting there, and my feet are bouncing, and there's like 2 people in front of me, and the person's taking fucking forever.
Right.
I'm like, dude, hurry up. I have to go. And they're like, where do you have to go? I'm like, I don't know. I have to just go home. I'm like, but I got to get out of here right now. This is taking way too long.
Sunday. I'm going home to take a bath after this. Like, I don't know why.
I have no patience. I can't sit in the bath. I'm like, clean yourself, damn it.
Dude, man, that's actually such a North person thing, like not being able to take a bath.
No.
That's funny.
Yeah. I can't do it. First of all, I also don't fit in baths. Like,
because your guns that you pull
exactly.
out, yeah.
Also, I'm like a little girthy, but but I'm 6 feet tall, so it's like, you know, sitting there, it's like either my knees are sitting out or my legs, and I'm like, if I want to be in the bath, I want to be like, I want all the water. Yes, submerged. Exactly.
Yeah.
Good word. I love gauging on whether this is funny or not by watching Jalen's reactions. Like, some of the shit's hidden, some of it's not. But
Thanks
it's
for
good to know.
sticking with us.
Yeah, by the way, Jalen is our producer, and he's helping us out with all this. So shout out to Jalen. Thank you so much for doing this. All right, last fun, not so fun fact. I used to think Dane Cook was funny. And you start laughing before I even said it.
I just was like, out of all the things he could have put on this list.
I thought it was like a good summary. Like, I literally thought he was funny back in the day. When he first came out and he was doing all the Twitter.
Popular as hell.
Yeah, and then I watched his special, and I thought it was hilarious. And then I watched he did like a docu-series kind of thing where it traveled around him touring. And boy, is that guy a big bitch.
Like, is he a prima donna?
Oh my God, everything was just like, he was crying about stuff and all this. And not like literally crying, but just like moaning and groaning about shit. And I was like, man, as soon as I saw that, I was like, man, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And good, because I've heard stories that he likes to steal jokes and all sorts of, there's controversy around that.
Yeah.
And now he looks like he has a ton of Botox going on, and he's got a headshot that looks like his veins and muscles are like popping on his neck. I was like, bro, why do you think that's a good look? Like, that's the picture you picked?
Let's stop investing. Stop investing in injecting your face and strengthening your neck. Not everyone can be Joe Rogan.
And the deep V-neck, too. It was like down to like past his chest. It was like almost his belly button.
It's like the more drugs and Botox he gets, the deeper the V goes.
Oh man, I hate fucking deep V's.
It's because you're from Chicago.
That's
you
right.
have no patience.
No patience.
The shit will never end. Get it over with.
Pick a length, motherfucker. All right, so now we're gonna get into actual things about Austin. This is really where the premise of the show is about. So we're gonna start off today. You have something, I have something, and then we're gonna go into a food place.
Yeah, and as we go with this too, we'll be updating more and more like in real time things that are coming up the week of. I think this week we kind of wanted to highlight some of our favorites as well as some current events.
100%, yeah.
So Brandon just was like, what's your favorite place in Austin? And I was like, there's so many cool things in Austin. But I split it into 2 camps for me. I love to go out dancing, and it really doesn't matter what kind of dancing. Like,
really?
I love to go. I know you're gonna make fun of me for this. I definitely took like multiple semesters of partner like ballroom dancing in college.
Okay.
But when I say that, it's like all types of dance. So it's like 2-stepping, you do learn waltz and things like that.
Nice.
But like swing dance, all that shit. So I learned all of it, and I love it.
That's
it's
awesome.
so fun. It's a good workout. It's like, if you have a good partner and you're a good follower, vice versa, it's like, it just is so fun. And so I grew up 2-stepping, so Broken Spoke in Austin is like the last little like Texan spot that still feels like old Texas, and I love going to Broken Spoke for 2-stepping.
So you said I was going to make fun of you for that, which I'm not, which I wouldn't make fun of you if you talked about EDM music and dancing to that, so.
One of these days I'll have to highlight an EDM show coming to town.
Please don't.
Here's the thing. The problem is I listen to EDM, but I like rarely seek it out to attend.
Yeah.
Like I don't like I'm not one of those people.
By far the best people watching.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially if you're the sober one. Are
Yeah.
you kidding
Oh,
me?
100%. So everyone's tripping on Molly. And they're confused at what they're wearing.
They're dancing with a pole sometimes. Not on the pole, with the pole.
With the what I don't understand is that they headbang. They're, like, it's like a fucking rock concert, but you have this horrible electronic music playing, and they ruin songs because they don't drop the beat. They just go into electronic music.
You and I have been sitting on the porch. Because Vulcan will do EDM shows sometimes. We've been sitting on the porch at Vulcan, and they'll switch it to the EDM show after a comedy show. And I notice you trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. You're like, okay, cool. I hear a drop coming. And then it drops, and then it's just dropping to another build somehow. And then you're like, what the hell? Okay, next one. Dang it! And it's just...
It's the patience. Got no patience.
All I had to say to you the other day was, I was like, dubstep is just robots fucking. And you're just like,
where's that YouTube video, by the way?
like, at least the visuals would be fun.
Exactly. I'm a very visual person.
I mean, if we're on the subject of EDM, they do have EDM at Vulcan a lot, so there you go. If you're into that, I do listen to it. Not completely shitting on you. But yeah, for two-stepping, like I said, Broken Spoke on South Lamar. It's awesome. OG Austin. It's also like, it's the typical honky-tonk, low ceilings. They're covered, like they have their whole front foyer is like covered in pictures signed by different people that have played in there. It's really fun. Swing dancing, I feel like, is a little less popular these days, but it is such an easy type of dance to learn, and it's so fun. And
you switch partners or what?
I knew there was gonna be something in there about that.
Gotta throw the dad jokes in there. That's gonna be my thing. That's gonna be my thing throughout the show, people. Just...
Oh my god, yeah. So swing dancing, not that kind. We're talking Lindy Hop, back in the day. There's a place called the Women's Federation. It just usually is called the Fed. It's in West Campus. They do, at least pre-COVID, they did swing dancing there every Thursday, and they'll do like a free like lesson. You just get the lesson with your $6 entry or whatever.
Awesome.
So you get a lesson on the basics of the footwork, and then at like 8, and then at 9 the open dance floor starts.
Sweet.
And everyone in there pretty much is really good at it. So even if you go in and you're just learning, like they'll just teach you, and it's really fun.
That's dope.
And then the last one that I put was Barbarella. When you want to, what did I say? When you want to be trash to get lit. So I was like, Barbarella's
Please explain some more.
Be trash to get lit. My notes are the worst. Like, it literally just says dumb stuff like that. But yeah, Barbarella's great. They always have the back area, which is playing like hip hop and, top 40 type stuff. Usually hip hop, which is more fun to dance to. And then front room is always themed. So like they'll do 80s night, they'll do Motown, Tuesdays. Like, it's just a fun time.
What was that, Tuesdays?
Tuesdays.
Oh, nice. That's a good play on words.
Good branding,
Never
right?
heard that before.
I know.
That's great.
It's so fun.
More places steal that, please.
Right? So yeah, it's just a good time to like go hang out and dance like
Sweet.
To more modern music, I guess, for lack of a better word.
More modern
More
music?
modern. Yeah.
Wait, why? Is the other place like more like
well,
old?
swing dancing, yeah. I mean, swing dancing for sure is
Yeah.
like because it was kind of popular like in the 20s to 50s. So
Okay.
it's like it's more music that sounds like that.
Got it.
Two-stepping will play modern country and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, not everyone likes
I know
country.
two-stepping, but it's from Chicago, and that's usually to R. Kelly. You can't really do that anymore, so.
Different two-step.
Much different two-step.
Yeah.
It's just like literally 2 steps.
Yeah. Each way.
Yes, exactly.
It's a sad day when the country version of two-stepping is a little more complex. Man. R. Kelly was really doing the bare minimum there.
100%. It wasn't really R. Kelly. It was just like to like Chicago, like I forgot what they called it, but like but it was like Chicago type music, and it was just like back and forth. It was real simple. So for like a white guy like me who is like in a room full of black people,
Like,
it
I
was
can
very
find a
easy
beat.
for me.
Great.
Yes, exactly. So all right. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Probably the only place I will go to out of those 3 is for the nature walks. Yeah, for sure. I'm not going to step.
Okay, yeah, the last thing I put was nature. McKinney Falls State
sorry.
Park. Yeah. Brandon's
jumped the
like,
gun.
I'm only gonna do that. Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
not patient.
Yeah.
Jumping to whatever you're
The
talking
thing
about.
that I like in nature is McKinney Falls State Park, and I'm definitely
sounds like fun.
biased because I live kind of near it, but it's awesome. It's like, again, $6 to get in, like
nice.
per car, so you can just load a car
Is there like
up.
water kind of?
Yeah, there's two different. I mean, it's Texas waterfalls, so
Yeah.
it's not like they're crazy good waterfalls, but
Sure.
each waterfall section has like a swimming hole by it, and
nice.
there's like all these different trails and hiking parts, and it's down by the beginning of the Onion Creek Greenbelt.
Is there
too.
long trails, shorter trails?
Both. Yeah,
Okay.
between the two falls, I would say it's like less than half a mile. Like, it's not far. So if you wanted to just see the two water
Yeah.
spots, it's a really easy walk.
I love taking my kids and doing like a family hike
There's
thing.
a ton of kids that go there.
It's
yeah.
great. Just the problem is my kids will go like a mile and then like where I'm like, hey, you want to stop here and turn around? They're like,
Right.
no, keep going. And then they're like, finally, they're like, oh, my legs aren't working and I can't go there. I'm like sitting there carrying two kids
Right.
at like 80 pounds each. It's fucking
no,
heavy,
this one
bro.
actually is really good for family stuff
Nice.
because like I said, there's watering holes at each too, so that's like a good distraction for the kids. Maybe
Sweet.
let them swim for a little bit before you keep walking.
Okay.
There's like some cool like historical building like ruins and stuff throughout there, and just a lot of different scenery. Like some by
Historical
water.
building ruins.
Yeah,
what
it's
happened?
like I don't even know what happened, honestly. There's literally just like old I'll need to look at the signs next time because I go there all the time, but it's like there's several just plots that like are historical landmarks, and they've got pieces of buildings left up. So
okay.
I don't know what time period they're from. Texas isn't that old, so I don't know. But
It
yeah.
seems pretty old though. It was once its own country.
Yeah, it's still its own country. Let's be very clear.
That's true. That is very true.
Legally, I'm the only person in here without glasses on, and I keep pushing them up.
I'll do it for you.
I should get my glasses fixed.
There you go.
But
Just get the
yeah,
fake ones.
I know I actually need glasses. I probably
really?
shouldn't be driving.
Good to know. If you see Allison on the road, stay away.
No, it's not that bad, but I should get my glasses fixed.
She picks you up as for a lift. Get out the car right away.
I will be the most fun lift you ever had. Let's be very clear.
Yeah, as you're holding out for dear life. Like, this
Yeah,
clearly
but
this lady doesn't know what she's
I'm
doing.
playing my Vibes EDM playlist.
And driving,
And-
squinting at the same time. Is this the street? Hold on.
It's a roller coaster.
I used to drive without my glasses too, and that was the worst because I would get to a street and I'd be like, oh shit, I gotta turn, and you do sharp
Well, that's the
turns.
problem. Like, yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm a safe driver if I know where I'm going, and I'm an okay driver if I don't. Because it's like, I can, spatial awareness isn't affected, like,
Yeah.
the important stuff isn't, but the actual just reading a
Yeah.
street sign. So it's like, if I don't know which street I'm turning down, that's when it's like, okay, I need to slow down and, like, see it for a second. But, yeah, for the most part, I'm pretty responsible. For the most part.
Again, don't get into her life.
But if you do, give me 5 stars. I like a good tip.
Give us a good rating. Awesome. Are we done then?
Yeah.
Are you done? Okay, awesome. So I am going to talk about a place that I have yet to go to, actually. It's called Poppin. I found it through our friends and our partners at 365 Things Austin. If you haven't followed them or don't know them, I'm sure you do. If you live in Austin, this is actually where we get a lot of our content from, and they're phenomenal as far as giving you updates on things to do in Austin. But they posted something that was called Pumpkin Night at Pioneer Farms. And so I actually had a friend who posted this on Facebook. She just went there this last weekend, and it looked like a lot of fun. And so check this out. So this is great for all the friends and family to go out, even if you don't have kids.
Yeah.
You can still take your boyfriend
Yeah.
with you. And,
Yeah. He's basically like my kid.
yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
true. Yeah. They have a 10-foot tall jack-o'-lantern. They also have the world's largest pumpkin guitar.
What's a pumpkin
I know. What
guitar?
the that's why I want to go. I just want to see
Yeah,
this shit.
yeah.
Like this is the type
That's
of
the
stuff.
most Austin
this
shit,
is the
by the
This is
way.
the best one. Hold on. A flying 40-foot handmade dragon, which is probably made out of pumpkins.
What?
I know. Talk about taking shrooms and going to see something.
I
won't be
hope-
doing that with my kids, by the way.
I hope you show up to this pumpkin patch right after these storms and there's just shrooms growing at the pumpkin patch and you're just like, I guess I'll see.
And then I get a stomach ache and I have to go to the hospital. It's not
And
even
there's
the good
faces
shrooms.
everywhere. Yeah.
It's always wondered, like, do the wild mushrooms are actually the mushrooms that you could trip off of, or like?
They're definitely the ones you could get killed off of.
Okay. You might not trip on them, you're gonna die.
You might trip first and then die. It might be a very fun
Good,
death.
Good. Duly noted. Don't eat mushrooms that don't grow on shit.
I won't say how I know this. You can grow the fun ones in the ground, though.
Really?
I know someone who just threw some spores on the ground of that kind of mushroom, and it
Amazing.
rained, and they were just growing in his garden. And he
That's
was like, "You
wild.
want some?" And I was like, "What the hell?"
And people
That's
just end
crazy.
up eating them off the ground.
Yeah,
that's
it's
wild.
crazy. Yeah, but the rule of thumb that I learned is like for just like whether you can or should eat it or not is if it's growing on a tree, it's usually okay.
Okay.
If it's growing on the ground,
Ground.
usually avoid it.
Good to know.
If it bruises blue, you're
If
gonna
it-
have a fun time.
Bruise is blue. Well, the blue is the psilocybin. Yeah. So if there's
Ah.
blue streaks in it,
See, you
drug
guys-
education here.
Yeah.
On,
It's all medicinal for purposes, by the way.
here at MSW Lounge.
Yes. It's your health.
How do you health? By
But
shrooming.
by the way, can they see this?
No.
No. Oh.
Okay, there's
You
a
guys are
giant
missing-
crystal.
Yeah,
I'm
there
gonna hold
are.
this up. Oh, God.
Dude, that looks heavy as hell.
It is heavy. I've
Yeah.
got guns though.
This is where we get all our power from, by
Yeah.
the way. All right, so they have let's go back. They have a 40-foot handmade dragon. They also have a life-size pumpkin pirate ship, which, again, amazing. Probably smells like shit.
Right.
But
I know. How do they keep it from rotting?
I'm shitting on this place, and I'm going to reach out to them and be like, hey, can we come by and check it out? First of all, this is all love. I'm sure it's great. Figured
Yeah.
it out how to not make a shitty pirate ship out of pumpkins, but...
That's
It's
just
still
so
the-
crafty. That's just
know.
such an Austin thing to be like, yeah, by the way, we have a dragon and a pirate ship all made out of pumpkins. Come to our
and a
patch.
10-foot tall jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, right.
Like 10 foot tall, dude. It's enormous.
It's a little jail cell.
It really is. You could really, yeah, that, anyway, I was going to go somewhere else, but, and so they have a bunch of artists who use over 5,000 handcraft carved pumpkins. So I don't
Oh,
know
cool.
what
So they get
do.
artists to like do
Yeah,
pumpkins.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Have you seen some of those
I
ridiculous
have,
ones?
and I've seen like regular people do them too.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell do they do that shit?
People will like even just like take off parts, like not cut all the way
Yeah.
through, but it makes shading. I'm like, how did y'all figure this out?
Exactly. I've carved plenty of pumpkins.
Right.
And I always fuck them up.
Yeah.
I have a hard time just making the triangle
triangles.
eyes. Like, let alone trying to make a Hamilton outline on a fucking pumpkin, bro.
I was so spoiled. My mom's an artist, so I would
Oh.
like try, and then I would just mess it up halfway, and she'd finish it for me.
Ah, finish.
No. She's one of those people who will do like the cannibal pumpkins. She'll do like a scary big one, and then she'll get the little ones and like cut them in half and drag the guts out, and they're like hanging out of the mouth
That's
of the big
awesome.
one.
That's so cool. Man, did your mom still do those?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. She needs to, will she make me one?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All
We'll
right.
talk.
Okay. Cool. After the show. By the way, if you need a commission, just get a cool pumpkin. Hit up Allison's mom.
Yeah, right.
Shout out to Allison's mom. All right, so let's move on. So Pumpkin Nights at Pioneer Farms. If you guys haven't gone there, definitely go check them out. You can search for it on Facebook. They also do, as a good Jew, I always like a nice deal, and so they do weekdays. They do cheaper tickets than on the weekends. So if you want to save a few bucks,
He's like, so be like me and pull your kids out of school to save $2.
100%. What's an education when you can save a few dollars? You know, that could go a long way.
They're gonna learn a lot at this pumpkin
Exactly,
patch.
they
Yeah.
are. They're also going to learn how to save money. So.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so let's move on to the next subject here, and we're gonna round things up with just one of our favorite places. I know it's one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
I know you like it too.
Yeah.
We've been there before. They're a regular around our comedy shows at Big Laugh Comedy. CM Smokehouse, fan favorite. Love everything that they do over there.
So good.
Killer food. You know
Yeah.
what I love about their stuff? I took the family there. They're at Bolden Acres, by the way.
Yeah.
If you guys have never been there before, Bolden Acres at 2027 South Lamar Boulevard. It's a really cool spot. It's outdoors. They got pretty much everything for anybody to go there, whether you're a grown kid or you have a family. They have a playground
Yeah,
there.
they got pickleball. They got the playground.
Yeah, they have bags there. Sometimes they'll do live music as well.
Yeah,
And they have
Nether
a
Hour
full
plays there a
bar.
lot.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. CF Smokehouse has their trailer, and it's right parked in the back.
Food
It's
truck,
food truck. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Trailer. Sleep deprived. Yeah, my wife woke me up at the butt crack of dawn this morning to take my child to get passport, and I'm pretty sure I really didn't need to be there, as Jalen told me. For whatever reason, she just wanted my moral support.
Yeah.
So. Now to think about it, I don't even think I fucking signed anything. Like, what the hell?
He's like, I thought they needed both signatures, but I
exactly.
think she just forged mine and made me come anyway.
100%. That's what she did. She's like, if I'm getting up early, well, she
You're
always
getting-
gets up early. I'm getting up early too. No, but we brought the kids there, and on the weekends they do brunches, and they also on Sundays they have donuts and like specialty donuts. And
They make 'em?
They make them.
Oh, wow.
And they only make a select few, so you have to get there kind of early to make sure
Yeah.
you get them. But they are probably the best donuts I've ever had in my entire life because they use like the fat from brisket and stuff
Oh,
to put in the
that's so
batter.
smart.
Oh my God, it's so good. Now it's not really good for you, but it's amazing.
Jalen's making a face. It doesn't taste like brisket. It's just the fat.
It's so good though. It is like, and they have like different ones every weekend. It's something different. So it's a lot of fun. And if you guys get a chance, go check them out. They also have like a secret. They have some secret dishes on there. But what was your favorite thing? We went there as a group.
We went there, yeah. I mean, what I really liked in general was that they have kind of their specialty stuff. Like, didn't they like copy the Crunchwrap or something?
Yeah, they have a Crunchwrap. Yeah.
From Taco Bell. So they have like their version of a Crunchwrap, which I hear is amazing.
It's incredible.
I'm just annoying and I can't do gluten,
Yeah.
so haven't had it. But like,
But she'll shoot things.
I'll shoot. They're gluten free. I don't. Gluten is from wheat, not venison.
I like the full circle, man. We just come right back around to it.
I'm like, I will not eat the gluten, but I will tear the head off
Yeah.
of a dove. But
With your mouth.
you can't stay anemic if you do that. But yeah, no. I really like that they have, like I said, they have their specialty items or even like their knockoffs of popular things from other places. But then
Yeah.
they also just have good classic barbecue. So
Oh,
like,
100%.
I really liked. This is gonna sound lame, but I loved their both their hot wings and their hot wing cauliflower.
The cauliflower
They
is so
tasted
good.
like similar.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
cauliflower didn't taste like cauliflower.
No.
And I like that.
Yeah,
You know, it
yeah.
was so good.
So good.
Yeah, and then they're just regular meat plates were just
Yeah.
amazing. It's like they're good at both.
And you know what they did too is like the Crunchwrap, they'll do variation. They even have like a veggie version of the Crunchwrap.
Yep, there we
So
go.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still gluten in the tortilla, but
My bad. Just take the fucking tortilla off of it.
yeah, then it's not Crunchwrap anymore. That's
I
blasphemous.
know. All right. Screw you and your non-gluten eating ass.
You know what happened last time I had that, right?
No.
I lost my voice for a week.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was during quarantine too, right?
That was the day I got my voice back was the day that I got to do Holtzman's podcast, and I felt so
Oh,
bad
yes,
because
I
I
remember
sounded
that.
like I had COVID.
Yeah.
I was
And
like,
you
I
were
promise.
coughing on the show the entire time, and everyone's like, "Oh."
I know. I was like, I promise. It's just my body can't handle food. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
I was raised in the suburbs. I can't handle gluten. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's too funny. How are we doing on time, Jalen?
We're probably
We're at
far.
33 minutes.
Yeah, I
Oh
was
shit.
gonna say.
Okay. All right. So let's wrap this up. First of all, thank you guys for tuning in, watching, listening. We're gonna be doing this. It's gonna be both on YouTube. So if you're watching, you can see our goofy faces, my goofy face, her beautiful face. And
But ladies, remember, he's the married one.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
You can hit on me, ladies.
yes. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't. That was like the stereotypical douchey white guy thing to do. Like, yes, they're gonna make out. That's the first
lesbian,
thing that went to my
nice.
head. Like, what the fuck, dude? I hope, Jazz, please, if you're watching this, I'm so
I
sorry.
was about to be like, Alex, don't watch this part.
I'm thoroughly scared of my wife, by the way. If you don't see me on the second episode and there's a new guy here, just know I love you all.
We're going to replace
This
you
has been
with
fun.
Jazz,
Yeah.
and there's not going to be any explanation. She's just going to be like, I'm the CEO now.
I'm the real boss bitch. Yeah, so you can check us out on YouTube. You can watch all this goofiness, or you can just listen to us on the go. That's really the point of this whole show. Again, the idea of the What's Poppin' Austin is to bring you all the fun shit so you can listen to this really quickly, watch it, whatever, and get a glimpse of what you might want to do for the weekend or the upcoming week or whatever. Or maybe you're visiting here. And if you are, great. Don't move here. No, I'm just joking.
Welcome. Spend your money. Please go back to California.
I don't care. I like it. A lot of other people don't like it, though.
I will say I'm a native who very much appreciates the opportunity that the growth of this town offers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to leave my hometown now because
Yeah.
all the opportunity for what I want is
See,
here.
that's the right attitude.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are like, I want the countryside. I was like, well, then go move out to the fucking country.
I literally say this all the time. I'm like, if you want to see real Texas, just drive 30 minutes in any direction.
Yes.
And you're there. It's not far.
like Kyle, Texas.
Like Brandon keeps spilling the beans on all my jokes.
Sorry. I was like,
No.
But no, the reason I was laughing at that so much was because I was sitting next to Danny, who works at Big Laugh Comedy, and
Yeah.
he lives in Kyle.
In Kyle.
And so when you described what Kyle was, I looked at him and he's like, man, fuck that.
I love it.
Not true.
I love it when the Kyle heads are in the audience and
Yeah.
they try to heckle me. It's like, dude, take a stand for something better. Like, if someone shit on Austin, I would still not take a stand for that. Austin is way better than Kyle.
That's true. So anyway, make sure you tune in every week. We're gonna do this. I think we're gonna try to do this like twice a week, maybe once a week to start it off. But this was the pilot, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna do this again on a continuous basis. And I'm Brandon. This is Allison. Allison, please tell them where they can find you.
I'm on most of the things at Alliwo, ALLIWO. So that's Instagram. My website's alliwo.com. Alliwo on Facebook. The Alliwo
Who
on
goes
Twitter.
on Facebook anymore?
I know,
Fuck
right? I just
Facebook.
had to make a page because I wanted to run an ad. So I was like, dang it, I'm one of those people. But,
It's all good.
you know.
We all have to cave eventually.
You know, it feels so putting myself on a pedestal because now I have a Allison fan page. I'm like, oh, but yeah, that's me.
Go like your fan page. I'm Brandon Lewin. You can find me at Brandon Lewin on Twitter, and then actually on Instagram you can find me at Brandon M Lewin. So you can find me on there, see all the cool pictures, videos. And you can also go check us out on our website at it's actually blcomedy.com, which is for Big Laugh Comedy.
Yeah.
And you can check out all the upcoming comedy shows if you like comedy. And you can also watch this podcast on there too. So, all right. Well, thank you guys. Allison,
yeah.
This was awesome. Yeah. Fuck the fist bump this time.
Fuck it.
Jalen, this was awesome. Thanks you, bud. We'll see you on the next episode of What's Poppin' Austin. Deuces.
What's poppin', Austin?